Hey guys, Epic Blogman here, and today I'll be reviewing JStars Victory Versus. It is a 3D fighting game developed by Spike Chunsoft and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. How did I find out about this game? Well, on YouTube, I saw a trailer for this game, and they were talking about anime fighting games. And when I saw Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho pop up on the screen, I was like, dude, I have to get this game. Because if Yusuke is in a fighting game, it's an instant buy for me. And then, what heightened that even more was when I saw Gone Freaks from Hunter x Hunter. So, it really just cemented that I had to buy this game. I actually bought the Japanese version, but it works on American PS3s. I actually spent $80 for this. And the thing is, I don't usually do that. I don't do something crazy like that usually, but I really badly wanted this game, and I really wanted to play it badly. Besides Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, there's a ton of other famous characters from tons of other anime, old school and brand new. Does the game have an actual story? It sort of does. It's like a made-up story that kind of is tacked on, in my opinion. I mean, the thing that I find interesting, though, at least with the story, is that they try to have dialogue between, different characters, which is pretty funny and pretty interesting at the same time. But there's no actual story. It's pretty much like a tacked-on single player. So the game features 52 characters from 32 different Shonen Jump series. 39 of these characters are playable. The rest of, the 13 are support characters. So yeah, there's a ton of characters in the game, and they did an incredible job with capturing every single character, from the taunts, to the voice acting, to the models. Everything is just spot on, in this game. Everything is just feels right, and really does the characters justice. So the characters that I recognize from this game are the ones that I basically know the best. They have Bobobo and Don Patch. They have Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza from Dragon Ball. Kenshiro and Rao from Fist of the North Star. Gintoki from Gintama. Gone Freaks and Killua Zoldyck from Hunter x Hunter. Jonathan Joestar and Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Madaka Kurakami from Madaka Box. Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Madara Uchiha from Naruto. Monkey D. Luffy and Portgas the Ace, Boa Hancock, Akainu from One Piece. Rurouni Kenshin, you have Kenshin Himura, and then you have Makoto Shishio. Toriko from Toriko and Zebra. Yusuke Urameshi, Hiei, and younger Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. Those are the characters I mainly recognize. And there's also some support characters I recognize too, like the obvious one being Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, and then you have Misoki Kumagawa from Madaka Box. The graphics are actually pretty damn good. I really like the graphics of this game. It really feels like a Bandai Namco game, like cel shaded, but it's also high detail and high textures, and the animations are very smooth and very fluent. The sounds, though, the music, the in-game music is pretty good, I'd say. But the best part is when you have the actual soundtracks to the animes that you've watched and you want to blast that music in the background of the fights. I have a custom soundtrack put on my PS3 so it can play tracks from Rurouni Kenshin or Hunter or Yu Yu Hakusho to play on the different stages. Now, for those who haven't heard of the game or seen the gameplay, it's basically a 3D fighter, but you can move in all directions. Basically, the game allows up to 4 players to fight against each other, but you can do tag team stuff. You can have your friend on your team fighting other people. For example, you could have myself as Gone Freaks, and my friend could be Killua, and we could fight Yusuke and Hiei. And the Yusuke and Hiei would be bots, that'd be AI we'd fight against. You can use regular attacks, power attacks, area-based attacks, and finishing moves. Light attacks are done with the square button on the PS3 controller, and the heavy attacks, I believe, are done with the triangle button. X is the jump, The circle button is for energy-based attacks, I believe. Depending on what you do, for example, you could mix the light attacks and the heavy attacks together, but you can also do some, like, you could jump up in the air and then do a heavy attack and hit the person down, or you could hold, I believe it was R1 or L1, and you can do some combo attacks and a bunch of like grabbing attacks. The light attacks can be comboed with the heavy attacks, depending on the button inputs you do. So to basically win the fights, you have to get all 3 sections of the wind gauge to be filled. Each time a person is down, they fill up the gauge pretty much. And depending on what character you're using, they have a different move set for each thing they do. Like for example, if you hold the circle button with Yusuke, he charges the spirit gun. But if you tilt the left analog stick up and then you press circle, he'll do the shotgun blast. So depending on what you do, will do different results. Like you could hold the R1 button and you could do a light attack and it would be a different animation. So there's multiple different attacks that you can do. You could hold R1 and do triangle and it would do something crazy, or you could just do the normal stuff. There's special attacks. I believe it's the yellow gauge, and what happens is you double click on the analog sticks and there will be like an animation that plays where it's circling around the players, and basically you can do the character's special attack. And that's actually my favorite part about this game, is that every character has their special move from their animes. It's awesome to watch all these characters do their special moves from their respective series. So what would I give the game for a final verdict? I would give it probably a solid 7 out of 10. If you're a big anime fan or a big Shonen Jump fan, you will seriously love this game. There's just so much done right with this game, and it really respects the characters and the respective series. There is something though that I want to say in the final verdict, and that is a bit of a con with the game. My cons with the game is that I feel like the game doesn't have enough stages. Like, it really should have more stages. I was kind of disappointed with that. That's about it for my JStars Victory Versus review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.